Good evening, everyone. Welcome back to my channel, Oracle Insights by Crystal. That's me. I want to say thank you very much for coming. Thank you for watching. Thank you for liking, subscribing, and sharing as you see fit to do. And I want to say that I am grateful for every one of you viewers. I hope that you are resonating with some of the messages, if not the whole series of messages that I post. If you will check them out in my library. And I also ask if you would please make comments, suggestions, remarks, ask questions, and just kind of fill me in a little bit on how you're feeling about these videos. And I will respond accordingly. And I am tonight I'm working with a deck I recently got, but have used not only on myself, but in videos as well, in the Oracle sessions. It is the Secret Language of Darkness. The Secret Language of Light is the companion deck, but this one, both of them by Denise Jarvie and published by Blue Angel Publishing. They help us to see both the light in ourselves and the shadow, where we need to do work, what we need to heal, raise our vibrations, get wisdom from the experiences that were not so fun. So I'm working with this deck tonight for the sake of the collective of those that are going through stuff. They're going through trauma. They could be going through psychological angsts, if you will. They could be going through indecisiveness, challenges that are really, really plaguing them. So what this deck is going to do is help us see through to the core of those issues and help us raise our awareness of those issues so that they can be revealed and healed, to coin the phrase. So tonight I'm going to go ahead and just say I am connected with the divine source. I am connected with the ascended masters, the ancient seers, the gods and goddesses, the sentient beings, Mother Earth, and spirit guides. Now, because I say that confidently, because I work with them every single day. I don't play around. I don't mince words with them. Because when they come through, they're sending something out and just using me as a vessel in a way. But also it comes from internal intuition and wisdom that I gained from my own experiences. And somehow that wisdom I received is the same wisdom that you can receive directly. But because you may not be on the platform of doing self-analysis, what I'm here to do is help point out things for you to consider. To consider looking at, reviewing, assessing. Are you going through the process of healing and learning to love yourself unconditionally? So I'm going to go ahead and get started. And I'm going to let the spirit guides and ascended masters choose the first card. And then we'll see if we are going to progress in a conversation. Because that actually does happen quite a bit. So I'm going to go ahead and shuffle. Thank you, spirit guides, ascended masters. Thank you for choosing the first card for us to discuss. Okay, they got a book here. Too many cards, so I'm going to just put, oh, they want just this one. And it is, wow, dream work. Messages from the unconscious. Dream work. Card number, yes, 38. Card number 38 of the Secret Language of Darkness. And dream work. Messages from the unconscious. Dream work is something we all want to partake in. It is going deep within the subconscious into the dream world and picking out those signs and guideposts that are touching on the cores of issues, but not really revealing the whole picture. That's for us to do in our waking state. So this is where journaling is very helpful and handy, to just jot down little blurbs of what you dreamed about and then consciously try to attach it to what you're going through in your life. Okay, so that's something, let's see if this goes into the positive aspect of dream work, because some people are afraid of going through what it services. So it remains hidden, it remains unhealed, surface band-aids applied, but we want to get to the core. So in dream work, what is it about the dream work aspect of our lives that would bring us joy, happiness, healing, and health? What is it about dream work? Or would you like to elaborate? Oh, wow. Okay, so they want this top card, which is card number 37. Anger, restoring boundaries, reclaiming balance. Anger. Now, because this is card number 37, and this was card number 38, dream work, it's a descending order of numbers. So what they taught me one time, sometimes they only have to tell you something once for you to get it and stick with it, is that it's a descending, you're descending, you're going backwards, like backstepping, backpedaling into anger. So someone might be backpedaling into anger management issues. However, there is help and hope by restoring boundaries and reclaiming your balance. That takes work. That's what shadow work does. It makes you face yourself in a mirror and get to, why am I angry? Why am I angry? That can take a lot of courage to do, because no one really likes to face themselves when they're not in a good mood. So let's get some of those boundaries set up. And when I say boundary set up, what I'm referring to is, don't let your anger out to be plaguing others. Do that work within, or go into a sacred space in your own home, in therapy, professional services, punch pillows, take it out artistically. Maybe you're a mason, maybe you're an iron worker and a construction worker. Get that hammer and pound some rocks, but let that anger out constructively and assertively. Now, with that said, let's see if it goes forward to a higher number to say that we are going in the right direction, having discussed that. Okay, so now they've got a couple of things. This card landed on top. This card means when it's facing outward to the left, to my left, they want the bottom card. Okay, so we've got two cards. They don't want that card. That's just the one pointing, like, look around to the back. I love it. So the next number is 39. Look at this, it's happening. So yes, progress. Progression, progress, projection. The world as your emotional canvas. 39. We're going in the right direction with this reading, with this message, this session. So projection, I had just mentioned about projecting your anger out onto others. You want to avoid that at all costs. So the world is not your emotional receiver, but it is your canvas. You can look out into the world and see things that disturb you, trigger you, cause you angst and suffering. That's more work, more inner work, shadow work. That is allowing the world to exist as it is, but applying your higher self in it. So be in the world, but not of it. Projection. And this one, I'm going to fathom that it's going to start something new, so I'll start a new row. And that is, oh yes, integrity, loyalty, and innermost truth. Card number 42. So it's continuing, but also starting something new. Integrity. Be integral with your words, with your thoughts, emotions, actions. Loyalty to yourself first. It's just like self-trust, self-love, self-respect, self-loyalty. Be loyal to yourself. Know your triggers. Know your loves. Know your desires. Know your wants, wishes, hopes, dreams. Be loyal to them, especially when they're for your highest good, happiness, joy, and good health. And that would be your innermost truth, is to live by those standards, live by those live by those aspects of yourself. Okay, so now we have, just to review really quickly, dream work, messages from the unconscious, that is going in and doing some shadow work to bring up issues that have core problems, which have core resolutions. If it's dealing with anger and you feel like you are regressing, set up some boundaries so that you're not projecting onto others, and know that you can be integral with your words, thoughts, and actions. And when you're integral, people understand you better, they trust you more, and they find compassion to be expressed with you and your own situation and issues. So with that, I'm going to ask a question. And this question is for someone. Is someone dealing with self-love problems? If it's not anger, it could only be the opposite, which is love. So is anyone having self-love issues? Now they want the bottom card. That message is judgment. Fear of judgment. Okay, so when all sides are equal, the path of liberated wisdom appears. Judgment, self-judgment, judgment of others, others judging you. However, when all sides are equal, meaning you have Joe over here with an opinion, Jill over there with an opinion, and you've got your past experiences that develop your own opinion. When all sides come together and find an equilibrium, and either it's agree to disagree or they come to a consensus platform, the path of liberated wisdom appears. So that's like having a powwow is a good example. That's where people come together to discuss matters, important matters, of course, and they come to a decisive moment where they say, aha, epiphany, spark of wisdom, intuition, all comes into play. And you come to an even plateau, an even stance where you're all equal. You all have the nod. You give the okay. So with that, that is card number 40. So wait a minute. This is developing into something. We've got cards 37, 38, 39, 40, 42. How much you want to bet that card number 41 is going to come out? I'm going to peek on the bottom and the top to see if they're there. No triggers. No journey into darkness. Okay. So let's see if our card number 41 comes out. If not, it's going to start something new. So I'll draw 3 more cards in conclusion. Please have a journal handy. Uh-oh. It just peeked out. 13, 34. They did want the bottom card because it came out again. I peeked, but they want it out. Card number 13, guilt. A past stronghold is no longer true for you. This is very important. It's an auspicious message, an auspicious number. What it's telling us is release certain old, outmoded, outdated beliefs. They no longer have a stronghold on you. Some examples, okay. I am not beautiful. There was a time when I said that. But now I see my beauty, both inner and out. There have been times when I felt I was too out of shape for romance. I find that not to be true. That's an outmoded belief. The strongholds are things such as things you can't that you find hard to let go of. It's got a grip on you and it won't rest. Those are the situations where, guess what? Work. You need to do some inner work and find why you don't want to let it go. No matter what it is, it doesn't have to be exuberant. It could be something small, like maybe you want to stop taking in dairy products. Maybe you want to take on Ayurvedic diet. Maybe stop eating so much meat, red meat, and find alternative protein sources. Maybe you want to let go of habits that are not for your highest good. Sitting in front of the TV, whereas you could be reading, journaling, writing, doing a craft, have a hobby, something that passionately expresses your soul. The spirit wants to do that. It wants you to experience things that are joyous, that bring you happiness. So let go of the guilt or whatever it is you don't want to let go of and process that in a healthy way, of course, and then release. So it's time, okay, so they're saying it's time to let something go, period. 2 more messages. And those messages are, oh, here's another one from the bottom. They want a lot from the bottom tonight. This message is, oh my God. They're saying I am having 20/20 vision right now. So everything that's been processed, relayed, conveyed, injected, a new earth begins. 20/20 vision. This is for, you guessed it, the collective of the higher aspects of reality. Let it be known that our vision is right on point. There is no distortion. Everything is as it should be, because this realm of holistic healers, Reiki masters, the seers are here for the seekers, for those that want healing, those that need a little hand holding, but they will definitely make it through. And lastly, I'm going to ask one to just jump out. Thank you very much, Spirit guides, Ascended Masters, the Divine. And the final message is this one. It's raining, by the way. If you can hear it, I'm going to give a moment of silence just so we can enjoy that sound just for a few seconds. Oh, overthinking. One of my traits that I am trying to work on. Overthinking, card number 6. Redirect your focus to change the narrative. Changing the narrative, that is restructuring your thoughts, restructuring your beliefs, restructuring your patterns. Letting go of overthinking. Take an issue, for instance. A situation that you're going through at this time, and you know what it is. You are overthinking it a little bit. Now, because this is shadow work triggers, to go deep within, find what ails you, get to the core of it, reveal it, heal it, and release it. The overthinking comes in when you're trying to determine how to fix it too soon. It's too soon. Let it come up. Process it. If it's emotionally, process it. If it's psychologically, process it. If it is mental, physical, process it. The solutions, believe it or not, come when wisdom appears out of thin air most of the time, because it comes as lightning bolts right into your psyche, because you are on a path that you want to be on, and that is one of joy. You're on the path to healing, to revealing and releasing. You are on a path to self-discovery, which is your true nature. You want to know who that is. And if you haven't asked yourself that question yet, you will. Because it's ultimately what life is about, is rediscovering who you are, what you are, why you are, how you are. It's a magical, magical thing. And I want you to journal. Oh yeah, and journal. So that you have record of your growth. Okay? So please, thank you very much. Please like, please subscribe, please share, please make comments, suggestions, remarks, and leave questions in the comment section. So without further ado, I would like to say good night. Have a wonderful rest of the week, and I will see you next Monday. Namaste.